Welcome to What We Learned This Week. Normally, we do these videos on Sunday and we release them today. But I had some stuff going on last week and this past weekend, so you guys are going to get two of those. One from what we learned the week before, and then one from what we learned this past week. You're all caught up. Jacob, what did you learn this week?
So, famed cartoon, comic book creator Frank Miller.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about him, you think of like Sin City, 300, Batman, Elektra, Daredevil, right? So immediately you think of kind of like dark, gritty kind of characters, worlds. In July of this year, on their 300th episode under IDW Publishing, he has drawn the cover art of the 300th issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Really?
And I was like, I did a double take. I was like, Frank Miller, I don't associate him with Cowabunga, dude. You know what I mean? At all.
You know what's really funny about that is I haven't read, I think I've read one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book, but I have watched a lot of videos about people talking about it, and apparently the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is actually super dark. Like, so the series in and of itself, like, at least the comic book version, is very, like, dark.
Yeah.
Like, the last Ronin story is pretty fucked up.
And so what I also learned was that way back in the 80s, so 40 plus years ago, the creators of the series, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, they were inspired actually by Frank Miller's kind of earlier works to create Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it's kind of like a full circle where
that is pretty cool.
His artistry really had a big influence on the characters, the artwork, the overall just story. And coming back now, he's going to do a cover art for them. That's
pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. All right, what I learned this week is, and Jacob, you are not going to understand anything I'm saying, so this is going to be funny. Marvel killed Paul, apparently. If you don't know who Paul is or was Mary Jane's boyfriend. Because Peter Parker, there was a bunch of stuff going on with Peter Parker. He was in space. There was a lot of stuff going on. But Paul, basically, everybody who was first of all, I just want to put this caveat. I do not read the current Spider-Man run. I have not been reading it. This is just what I heard secondhandedly, because years ago, I believe it was years ago, maybe last year, I heard about how much people hated Paul. So, and I just want to be clear that they killed Paul, and people are ecstatic about it, okay? He was killed by Torment, and his last words, these are his last damn words, I shit you not. No, I don't matter. I never, and he dies. He said, I don't matter. It is death. And MJ, and add on to that, Mary Jane's love interest in the new Spider-Man Brand New Day movie, his character is Paul. So they're really trying to fuck around with people, man. They named him Paul for the movie.
So they killed him off in the series, latest run, and have a character with his name in the movie. Yep. So it's almost like passive aggressive. Like Marvel says, "Okay, we'll listen. We're huge, but we have our open ear. All right, y'all don't like his character, but we're gonna kind of get it back."
Yeah, and apparently a lot of people don't even believe he's really dead. A lot of people believe he's gonna come back. So I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Paul, maybe kind of sort of.
R.I.P. Paul, not really though. People didn't like
really.
Paul.
Well, not bad enough to like erase it from the universe.
Exactly.
The movies, the studios, they're like brother and sister, right? Kind of comics and then the movies.
Yeah.
You have a character named Paul. Come on,
that's
not
true.
Coincidental. Yeah,
that's true. Absolutely. Somebody I think was having a laugh. I think so. Because I don't know if this character is significant. I don't think Paul's significant in any way other than just being the character people don't like and Mary Jane's boyfriend.
Yeah,
I really don't think it's any more than that.
His title is Mary Jane's boyfriend, so he's a
exactly. His title is Mary Jane's boyfriend.
Tertiary character, yeah.
Exactly.
All
right. Cool. Well,
we
keep it short and sweet. That is what we learned this week. Comment, like, share the things, and don't forget to put some recommendations in the comments. If there are people in your state or your city who write comic books or who have comic books out, let us know, because we'd love to read them and we'd love to talk about them. Anything you got to say, Jacob?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. See you guys later. Cool.